Okay, love, so we've got this mountain pass to go over now. Then we're gonna come into the Riebeek Valley. It's a very overcast morning, as you can see, love, and luckily it's not raining at the moment. There's a lot of motorcycles on the road today. They've obviously got to get together or something. Somewhere, yeah. I hope they're not going to the same place we're planning to go for breakfast. Otherwise we might have to wait for quite a while.
I hope so too. It's a lovely cool morning, and we're about to enter this beautiful pass.
Well, yeah, we've climbed over it. Now we're starting to go down. And there you can see the, I don't know, Riebeek Valley, I suppose you call it.
I suppose so.
And that's a road which in a few weeks will be continuing on to go through to Ceres and then on to Sutherland. 8 feet
Forward to it. Looking forward to it.
So as you can see, this is the Bothmas Kloof Pass, which is the road we're taking to bring us through to the Riebeek Valley. And just so you can see a bit of the sights, this is what it looks like. And all those trees down there are all olive trees. In the foreground is your grapevines, which are just starting to bud. You can see a few of them. So spring is definitely in the air. And looking over in the distance, just over those mountains over there is Tolbach, which we will be doing a video on pretty soon. One of my favorite places. That's where we've just driven over, and we're going to be heading down there now to go into the Riebeek Valley. Okay. So there's a sign over there which says Riebeek Kasteel. And I always thought this was Riebeek West first.
I haven't been here for a while.
So Riebeek Kasteel is first. Okay. And as we're arriving here, true to form, it's starting to rain. I think if there's any drought-stricken areas in South Africa, they need to contact us and pay for us to go on a trip, and then we'll bring some rain.
We tend to encourage the rain as we go along.
So that was an olive farm, which she said, sorry, we're closed. Because that's quite a fun experience.
To say to you that is actually quite gorgeous.
Yeah, where you actually learn about the different types of olive oil. And
is that the one we went to?
Yeah, we went to that a few years back. Many years ago. So that's the village of Riebeek Kasteel down there, which we'll go and have a look at just now. We're going to head for breakfast first. It's a glorious countryside. And I think that is rapeseed.
Rapeseed.
Yeah.
I love the colour.
Yeah. Like almost like a luminous green, yellow and green. So here we are. It's still quite cold this morning. I'm glad I put my jacket on. I see you've got your coat on as well, love.
Yep, always prepared.
Should have been a Girl Scout, as they say in America.
Indeed. Beautiful place, huh?
Beautiful, yeah.
And the tree. Nice thing in the middle.
Yeah. Waterfalls there. It looks like we've got a choice of tables to sit at. Crazy Duchess. Looks like that could have been named after my wife. She will see this video, so I will get into trouble about that later. Looks like we're gonna have a nice seat with a view, even though somebody appears to have left their bag there.
My bag
Is it your bag?
for my plants.
I see we've got some wild bird life out there. It looks very much like a chicken. Yep. Gone back. There we go. Definite chicken. Okay, so this is our breakfast which has arrived. Both of us are having omelettes. Khalita's having a nice smoked trout omelette. And there's some bread we're having. Mine is a vegetarian omelette. And it's so delicious that we couldn't actually wait. We had to go. Are you trying to say it's good breakfast, darling? Mm-hmm. That's good. Glad to hear it.
May I continue?
You may continue, yes. Okay, so the main breakfast is had, and this is just a little bit extra. Fresh scones with cream and fig jam. My wife's got the same, but she doesn't want her food to be seen on camera because she's a messy eater. So we're going to finish this, and then we're going to take a drive down to the main street in Riebeek West, which will show you some of the quaint buildings there. And then we're going to head back to Riebeek Kasteel, and we'll show you some of the buildings there and things. And then we're going to head back home.
I'm in Riebeek West.
We're in Riebeek West now. No? Yes.
I thought you were in Riebeek Kasteel.
No, Riebeek Kasteel was the first one, and we're now in Riebeek West. It's all very confusing. We're in one of the Riebeeks. It's either West or Kasteel. I think it's West. Oh, I think Kasteel. But I know the name is on the mountain at the back, which I will show you just now, and then we'll see who's right. And it's going to be one of those rare occasions where someone is right. We'll find out just now. Okay, so the sun's coming out and it's a little bit warmer. Interesting sculpture. I'm not quite sure it'll fit in the boot of our car to take home. But we're getting to that moment of the truth as to whether this is Riebeek West or Riebeek Kasteel. So we're going to head and look over here to the mountains. And just there, if it comes into focus, I can't actually see it. There, oh look, it actually says Riebeek West.
I thought the town was bigger. Okay, I thought it was still in the original town.
We thought we were still in the original town.
That we drove.
So, just as much, so who was right in this, where we are?
Well,
I have to get this on camera because this may never happen
I'm always
again.
right, except when I'm not. So this time, this one time, you were right.
I was right, me.
You, Simon Speck, was actually right
Wow.
for this one time. Now just take that in, absorb it. It's
I
not going to
had to
happen
take
again.
a deep breath, and I'm really going to love this moment.
We are loving this moment.
So, if anybody's looking for plants, I can highly recommend this nursery. Interesting choice and nice prices. And here, yep, it's definitely a lemon tree. I think everybody should have a lemon tree. And over here we have a fruit which I've only seen here, and that's called a kumquat, which is those. There's some more over here. Those look very much like banana plants. Grapefruit. So if I was living in Riebeek West, I think I would definitely need to have a small holding and start my whole range of fruit trees and maybe keep some chickens, because there's some very pretty chickens walking around here. So we could have probably very small eggs in the morning from this size bird. But we could become self-sufficient with fruit and eggs. What do you reckon, guys? So I think we're going to finish off here. We're both very full from our breakfast and with the scones, which we probably shouldn't have had, but they were just fresh out of the oven, so we couldn't resist that. So now we're going to get in the car and we're going to drive into the main town of Riebeek West, have a quick look around there, and then we'll head back via Riebeek Kasteel. Chat to you guys.
Gorgeous view, eh?
Yeah, gorgeous view. Some beautiful houses around here. Interesting houses. I suppose you call it the village of Riebeek West.
We should have recorded the container
Did you
house.
see that then there was a mouse bird just flew?
I saw a movement.
Yeah.
I was going to say that house we just went by now is for us, but it's actually a double garage, which means it is a house for us.
We could afford to live in the double garage.
Perhaps.
Okay, so I think we're gonna head now towards Riebeek Kasteel. Whoops. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, me and Petrovsky were running along here. Feeling quite good at this stage. Getting about halfway yet. Not realizing that it was predominantly downhill.
And that's why you were feeling so good.
Yeah. I mean, now you can see in the car it's predominantly downhill.
But did you have such a big crowd that you couldn't see?
No, it wasn't a massive field.
Field, that's the word I was looking for.
Riebeek Kasteel. And here's the Royal Hotel. Built in 1862, just 100 years before we were born.
A mere 100 years.
And a rather sizable church.
Pretty school.
Yeah. Let's turn down this road and see what we get. So this is the site of the Lenta half marathon, the spring half marathon. Which I presume still takes place. It's a few years ago that I did this one.
We came to this hall for something.
I think this is where we entered. And finished. I think the finish was here.
I think the finish was there.
There's a fitness center. Gymnastics.
the field where I took the photos.
Yeah,
on.
well, the top of this hill is where we went and had breakfast.
I don't remember that
It was here.
breakfast. It must have been very memorable. There? Oh yeah.
Yeah, to your left.
Okay.
There's a nice big fire.
I'm vaguely remembering it, looking at it
Yeah.
from the side now and seeing the hotel again.
Lots of cars here, very busy on a Sunday morning.
Even a Saturday. No, it's a Sunday morning.
It is a Sunday morning. I know we are semi-retired and we're losing track of the days of the week. All these little interesting places here to come maybe in the summer. Have a nice walk around. There's like a village square here.
It's definitely a place that you want to just amble through, meander through.
Yeah. This building's 1928. Definitely a place we need to come back to when we've got a bit more time. We're not shooting off to get home. I can see you definitely spending a few hours wandering around all these little shops. Me trying out all the different cafes, different blends of coffee.
I don't know if there are enough cafes.
Yeah, that's true.
Town houses for
Could definitely have a coffee high after an afternoon spent in Riebeek Kasteel.
beneath this beautiful mountain.
Okay, so we're now leaving Riebeek Kasteel and we're on our way home. So we hope you enjoyed the couple of hours we've spent here this morning, and we look forward to bringing you the next of our outings, which will probably be our trip to Sutherland in a couple of weeks. So we'll chat to you then. And there's some springbok. I was saying I've never seen springbok, but there you go. So, love, any words of wisdom from you? Did you enjoy this little outing?
I did enjoy it tremendously. It was far too short, so we'll do it again when we've got more time, as you said. Love and light to you all.
Cheers. for now.
Cheers.
Bye.
Trying to do a peace sign. Bye.